Hey guys, what's up? Happy 4th of July from me and sweet Ellie. We are out for a walk, and I just wanted to take some time today on this lovely 86 terribly overcast day to talk about some leash management and how to use your leash appropriately while walking, and how to make sure that we maintain these nice little leash skills that we've got going on here with sweet Ellie. So I actually train most of my dogs with the use of a prong collar, but I have not done that yet with Ellie because she's been really taking really well to the electric collar. Come on, buddy. Super dog. And I just kind of went with it. She's been doing really good, so we're cruising with it. A couple rules that apply. I do not ever allow my leash to remain tight, meaning I will never hold my dog in position ever. If my dog hits the end of the leash on his own, I will not give her more leash, but I also will not jerk her back. The only thing I would do with my leash is like give her a couple little bump reminders that I'm pairing with my button to bring her back to position. So as I've kind of not been paying attention to her on purpose and I've just let her get a little free, she's kind of getting out ahead of me a little bit. So I'm going to show you guys right now what I would do. Oh, good dog. And she corrected herself, of course. What I would do if she does this to you guys. So right here, she's not actually pulling. She's staying within the bounds of her leash. But let's say she was to get going like here, right? She's at the end of her leash. Oh, come on, buddy. Let's do that again. I'm going to let her get ahead of me on purpose, kind of bait her up there. So right here, she's ahead. I'm going to stop, bump my leash, and move backwards and just guide her to my left side. There you go. And she understands when she feels that little stim on her neck that she should get back next to me. Good dog. So she keeps offering her sits every time I talk. Come on, buddy. Good job. That's a girl. Good girl. Good girl, buddy. Good sit. Very nice. And she's expected to sit her bottom on the ground when I stop. If she doesn't, I might say her name and ask for a sit. But for the most part, she should do that on her own. Ellie. Heel. And I give her time to process what I'm saying too. I said her name. You saw I gave her a second to hear me. She's a basset hound. That message has to travel a long way through those wrinkles. And I told her to heel, which means let's go. It's time to go. Sorry, this video is terrible to watch, I'm sure. Now right here, see how she's getting a little far ahead of me there? She's getting past my leg. I just bumped my button, bump, bump, just boop, boop. And she sucked right back on her own. If she needed help there, I would use my leash to guide her back into heel position. And then my leash is super loose again. Couple notes about this, right? If the kids get to walking her and they act like kids, she's gonna act like puppy. She's not gonna do this with every single person doing every single thing. If you're paying attention to her and you set the boundaries right where she gets ahead and you press your button, make her come back, she will walk right. She is an 8-month-old basset hound, so she's going to take some management for some time to make sure that she continues to build more reps, if you will, of this behavior and less of just pulling around. She is a very engaged puppy, meaning she's really attentive to her handlers, especially for her age and her breed. This is a really nice dog. So that makes your job a little easier as her mom and as her people to keep her kind of on the straight and narrow. But if you put her on a lead and you start running around and jumping around, she's going to run around and jump around and grab the leash and do puppy things. So I kind of make it a rule at my house that I do most of the walking or the training when they're young like this. But if you want to help the kids kind of hold the leash, and we can talk about that at the lessons, we can talk a little bit about that too. But this will take some maintenance and some repetition before it becomes permanent. I'm going to work a little halt right here. Sit. So right here, she didn't quite remember her rules, so I'm going to give her a little sit. Ellie, sit. Come on. Ellie, come here. Sit. There you go. Right there, she got a little stuck, right? She got a little, like, staring at something, got a little distracted. I'm not going to beat her up for it. Motion does free up a dog, though, so I just kind of walked her a circle and asked her again. I got what I wanted. Good job. Okay, heel. I released her from the sit with the okay, and then I said heel again. Off we go. Good job. All right, let's turn back around, baby. Now, sometimes with horses and dogs and kids, when you head back to the house, they get a little more motivated. So you might see more pulling behavior, and what you're noticing with her, their nose is going to go on the ground because she tracks your scent cone. She smells your scent, so she's going to track her way all the way back home. No big deal. We're just going to maintain that a little bit more. No big deal at all. Good puppy. Good girl. Sister, I'm going to have to tie your ears up on the top of your head so you don't get so dirty on this dirt road. You're going to make a liar out of me too, aren't you? No pulling at all. Good dog. Super, guys. Well, I hope that video was informative. That was a really long video, but really the message I'm trying to portray here is if she gets to go getting a little rushy, you can kind of hit the brakes with your button and invite her back into your space. But I don't ever want to see you guys holding her tight like this. Yeah, that's just going to create resistance behavior, and she doesn't understand what that means anymore. Her idea of good is when the leash is loose, and if she feels tension on her neck or tension on that collar, she thinks you're trying to give her information, and that information could be to get back to you. It could be to get attentive. It could be a lot of things. So we just want to make sure that we're using our tools correctly and everything goes smoothly. So I hope that all makes sense. And if you guys have any questions about that, please let me know. Otherwise, enjoy your vacation. I know you guys are out of town, and we'll talk about a lesson early next week, or sometime Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. But we'll talk later. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your holiday. Bye, friends.